Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Maraming salamat sa Scholastica, Sister Christine Pinto, Sister Mary Jan, Lodi, mentor, friend, Dr. Virginia Ponias, Dean of RL, Professor Becky, Professor Jocelyn, sa pang Lodi, Rita, so beautiful, grabe. And it looks like a real woman. Thank you. Andito ako, sabi ko kay Becky nung tumawag siya, sabi ko, didn't you give me the Hildegarde in, I think, 2016? So this is really special for me because the first time I received it for the work in that particular year was because my body of work on the Luma, the indigenous peoples of the Philippines who were embattled and remain embattled then. And this is doubly special because sabi nga ni Karina, si Saint Hildegarde is a woman after our own hearts, somebody who knew how to speak to power. And I also hope that, I think the Benedictine sisters have raised generations of women who exactly know how to do that. For 40 years, mag-aapat na, si 60 na po ako sa September. And in my 40 years of journalism, I often get asked two questions. Number one, yung journalism mo ba is influenced by your activism? The other one is your activism perceived through the prism of your journalism? Actually, ang sagot dyan is both my journalism and my activism, imperfect, as it is, was molded by the humanism that my parents showed. Nanay, Dr. Inday Espina, and my father, journalist Rolando Espina, showed us until their last breath. This award would not have been possible though without hindi lang village, barangay, isang angkan ng mga kababaihan, my 6 sisters who helped bring up the children of a single mother. I lost my husband very early, who had to work very hard in a not very lucrative profession. And the women in my profession who worked with us, especially those who may not be seen, whose bylines may not be seen, but were there helping put out the papers, helping put up the shows, and even now are helping us with the things that we barely know because technology goes so fast. I'd like to dedicate this to Maria Ressa, Nobel laureate, who yanked me out from my safe, comfortable perch in print journalism and threw me into the hurly-burly of broadcast and citizen journalism. And I think I owe, and Jean Reyes after that, and my colleagues at Rappler, and it was Maria and citizen journalism, and we were then very, very great fans of the brave new world of social media in 2010 that made me fall in love with young people. I have never turned my back on that, and I still continue to work closely with young people. And siguro instead of talking about much, parang love letter na lang to sa kabataan, lalo na sa kabataan ng kababaihan, no? I know that a lot of you, maybe the millennials for 2 elections, for the younger ones, maybe the last election, are broken-hearted and wonder, is there hope in our country? I was there in the first blush of social media, but it was such a force for good, and it was training young people and seeing how they could run with their stories, creating their stories, and changing the communities that makes me very optimistic that we will self-correct and we will find a ways back. But this country cannot do this without young people. So, ako siguro hihingin ako ng tawad, no? We did a lot of good, your elders, but you also messed up a lot of things. But I think in the last election, the youth showed themselves as leaders because they were the first sector and the labor sector who were able to cut across the din of various ideologies and unite for one cause, you know. And I hope that you will continue to do that because it is your future, and we feel that you are in the best position in this time when technology drives us crazy, when hindi pa namin master ang lahat ng ginawa ng social media. We've got artificial intelligence now coming in. A lot of you have also taken a step back from social media, and I can't blame you because it has been inundated by trolls. It has been used as a platform for attacks, for truth tellers. But I do appeal to you, do not leave it, come back to it. Let us not see the space for the architects of lies. Kayo lang lagi ko sinasabi, it is not enough to fact-check lies. It is not enough to run after liars. To defeat the lies, we must be all truth tellers. You know the technology, you have the technology, and you have the passion. So please, be your own truth tellers. You do not need to be journalists to be truth tellers. You do not need to be award-winning writers to be able to show the world the stories of ordinary men and women who struggle to change their communities for the better. Huwag po kayong umalis. Mas kailangan kayo ngayon. And for the women, for the many young women who have been molded by St. Scholastica, I say this, and to your fellow, for the male students too, is it always starts from human rights. There is no cause so great that we can sacrifice human rights for it. If we sacrifice human rights, we tarnish whatever belief that we hold dear. Tao naman ang nagpapatakbo ng bayan, huwag po natin kalimutan ang tao. Magandang hapon.